Hello everyone and welcome back to our Lost Eidolons playthrough. Last time, we learned about the price of using Venesius' power and chose to kind of relinquish it a little bit, or at least the gaze that Venesius had on us relinquished a little bit. And today we're going to talk to Marshall. We also, this chapter, have a lot of relationship chats to have. It started with just one. I think I already had one with Leonard, but now we've got 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, a lot of reading that needs to get done, but we'll do that probably next episode.
Yes.
Or split it between this episode and next episode.
Marshall, how are you holding up?
With sticks and twine? I don't know how many more battles like that I have in me.
Is something bothering you? If you need to talk, I'm here.
It's just... When I was back in Lyriar, I ran into an old friend of mine in Adrian's. We went out for drinks one night, got to talking about him, sharing stories. It felt...
Nice?
empty. I was glad someone else missed him, but I just felt this... painful longing.
For your brother?
No. For me. I realized after Adrian passed that Lyriar never felt the same for me. I've spent years mourning him, but I never realized the other thing I lost. My home.
And Ballastar destroyed it.
Changed it anyway. But yes. Talking with my old friend made me realize how much I missed it. The place I belong. Do you think...
What is it?
After the war, could I have some personal time? To return home, sort through some things.
Of course.
Marshall, of course you can. You don't need my permission for that.
I know, but I welcome your blessing.
Then you have it. And when you're done, you always have a place to come back to.
Thank you.
Your quest, homeward bound. Speak to Robert about Lynetta. At least that's one good thing. At least we're making plans for life after the war. It's not
Yeah?
acceptance of death.
Hey, Robert. What have you heard about Lynetta recently?
Well, that's out of the blue. Feeling homesick?
Yeah, actually, I am.
Sorry, Cap. I know how that is. It comes and goes for me too. Well, according to Pavlo, the town's seen a fair bit of fighting. A lot of people have left. At least the ones still alive. And Lynetta's not the only place that's been affected. Half of Benario's been uprooted by the war.
I'd like to go back and visit after the war.
That might be a tall order. Something tells me when this is over, we're gonna have our hands full for a while.
I know, but a quick detour won't hurt anything. I want to pay my respects to those who died, comfort the ones left. Maybe we could hold some kind of ceremony.
That's a good idea. Might give folks some closure.
Closure, huh?
Cap?
I just realized, that's something Marshall never got. I need to go ask her something. Talk about this later?
Sure thing.
Let's go ask Marshall about Adrian's death. This is awkward.
Yes?
Marshall, I have a delicate question for you.
Okay.
I was talking to Robert about going back to Lynetta after the war.
Thinking about taking some personal time of your own?
Yeah, and holding some kind of ceremony for the fallen. It got me thinking about your brother.
Oh.
You said you never had the chance to grieve properly. I was wondering, did Adrian ever get a funeral?
No. Given the circumstances, the eyes I had on me at the time, it just felt like a luxury I couldn't risk.
How would you feel about putting up a memorial for him in Lanetta? A proper one. A hero's grave.
Why would you do that?
You've said yourself, you wouldn't be here if not for Adrian investigating Morin. And I wouldn't be here if not for you. Far as I'm concerned, he was the first rebel casualty. He deserves to be remembered.
Oh, Eden.
But if you're not comfortable putting it in Lanetta, or if you think...
I think that it's a wonderful idea. Adrian might not have known Lanetta, but I do. And I know he'd appreciate the gesture. Besides, it gives me an excuse to come visit.
All right then. It's settled.
Eden, you're a very kind person. Thank you.
Oh, Eden, I almost forgot something.
Yes?
Was there something else?
Yes, actually. I forgot to mention, but I received an odd letter for you in Lyriar.
Odd how?
Well, it was unsigned for starters. Also, how to put this? It felt familiar, as if the writer knew us personally.
What did they want?
That's the strangest part. As far as I can tell, nothing at all. All they did was express admiration and wish you the best. Well, that and quote poetry. Here, see for yourself.
Trust is a garden that yearns to bloom. Pretty. So, we have a mysterious fan with a flowery pen.
That's about the extent of it.
All right. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks for letting me know.
Wonder who that is. Is it wrong that an odd part of me thinks that it's Marshall? Okay, I'll be like totally honest. I'm in two minds about it. I think partly I get the feeling it's Marshall, and partly I get the feeling it's Ludovictus. And that whacks me up, right, and down. Well, we still have time, so let's go talk with Leonard and then Paul. Can't believe they're making a stand here instead of at Ferda. If they surround us there, we've already lost. Guess so. Enough pressure, even the strongest ships break.
Hey, Leonard. Marshall's decided to take some personal time after the war. I think I will too. Let me know if you think you'll need some.
I go where Lady Marshall goes.
Guess that means going back to Lyriar eventually?
Yes, I suppose it does.
You don't sound especially eager.
There aren't many people waiting for me in Lyriar.
Sorry. I was just making conversation. I didn't mean to...
It's fine. You've just conjured up some bittersweet memories. Trust is a garden that yearns to bloom.
Wait, what did you say?
An old poem I'm fond of. Alas, I've no garden left in Lyriar these days.
Hold that thought. I've heard that somewhere before.
New quest, Dead Letter.
Yes?
Hey, Marshall. Do you still have that letter you told me about?
Funny you should ask. After our conversation, I was just reviewing it myself.
Can I see that? Or borrow it?
Of course. Why?
I'm not sure. Just chasing a hunch.
By all means, chase away.
Elegantly written letter given to Marshall and Lyriar. It's just Eden, but unsigned. Can I read it? Yep. Sir Eden, I hope this letter finds you well in the diligent hands of Lady Marshall, whose confident stewardship the city has already benefited from tremendously. You and I have never met, but I wish to write and thank you for the battles you fight on behalf of us all. I was there 2 years ago when you first liberated the city, and recently when you did it again. Though there are many who believe your troops in Battlestars to be no different, please rest assured that not all are so obtuse. It is a hard war you fight, and I do not envy you its thanklessness, but I trust that history will be a fairer judge. There's a famous poem which begins, "Trust is a garden that yearns to bloom." Those words have guided me through many a dark day, so I give them to you now with my whole heart.
What is it? What's this?
Something I think you should read.
Oh! This handwriting, and the final paragraph.
It's from that same poem you quoted, right?
Yes. It was inscribed on a wall in the servants' quarters of my former master's house.
Do you recognize the author?
I do. His name is Brahm. He was another indentured bodyguard in the house where I served. He became a mercenary after we'd been freed. But I thought... I'd heard that he died. I can't believe he was in Lyriar this whole time.
So what will you do now?
Nothing. For the moment.
Nothing?
We have a battle to win. And it's not as if I have a return address to write him. But after this war is done, I think I'll return to the city and pay him a visit.
And there's someone waiting for you after all.
It seems so.
Dang, I was kind of hoping it was Ludovictus. Oh. On to Paul.
Hey!
Pavlo, how are you doing after that battle?
To tell you the truth, that one took a lot out of me. I haven't had a fight like that since the time I told Mother I don't want kids. It was all I could do not to panic and fall apart right there on the battlefield.
That's normal. It happens to the best of us.
I wish I had the discipline of that fellow with the scraggly beard.
Beard?
Oh, I didn't catch his name. Soldier type, fights like an Imperial.
Oh, you mean Viturin. He used to be the guard captain at Ferta Gate.
Ah, that explains it. Well, consider me impressed. Watching him flow between enemies, calling out orders, cool as can be. God, it gives me chills just thinking about it. I tell you, I'd kill for pointers from a guy like that.
Hang on. Have you two not met yet? I could introduce you if you like.
No, I don't want to be a bother.
Dude, you're not being a bother. Well, we've already chatted to him about him, but sure, we'll do it again.
You have my attention.
Viturin, doing okay after that last battle?
I'm alive. Barely.
I heard you did well out there.
That's so. Well, I'm glad it seemed that way. Between you and me, it was terrifying. Have to say, I envy what you and that bunch from Lanetta have. Especially that Pavlo character.
You're kidding me.
I'm dead serious. That kind of camaraderie is priceless in battle. Men like him make the whole unit fight harder. I'd kill for charisma like that.
You know, he was just saying something similar about you.
He... what?
He wants to meet you. You should go introduce yourself.
Oh, gods no. I'm rubbish at that sort of thing. Besides, I'm much too busy. Getting ready for the next battle and all.
You two really are alike.
In more ways than one. Let's consult with Francisco. Whoops, I was muted. Let's see what Francisco can do.
How's it going?
Then we're gonna chat.
Hey, Francisco. I need your help with Pablo and Viturin.
Pablo and Viturin? I didn't realize those two even knew each other.
They don't yet, but they really seem to admire each other.
So what's the problem?
They're both acting weirdly shy about introducing themselves.
That makes sense. Pablo's great at meeting strangers. But when it comes to people he really respects, he gets all flustered. Back when we first met, he tried to ask me for pointers about monster hunting and almost threw up.
So can you help?
Of course, brother. I've got just the thing. Here.
This is... ale from back home?
Yep. Good old Brawlin' Bear from that brewery near Lanetta. If a bottle of that stuff doesn't get those two chatting, nothing will.
Perfect. Thanks, Francisco.
No sweat. Just doing my part to bring a little joy into the world. If there's any good time to make a new pal over a drink, it's a battle like this.
Yep. Let's go get that ale over to Pablo.
Hey!
Hey, Pablo. I've got something for you.
Bottle of Brawling Bear? Gosh, look at that! But, what for?
Introducing yourself to Viturin.
Oh gosh, you didn't need to go to that kind of trouble. I mean, he's probably busy anyway, and...
Actually, he said he wanted to meet you too.
He did? What for?
You'll have to ask him yourself.
All right. All right, let's do it. Just a little chat between soldiers.
Ha ha ha. Ooh. Viturin's probably not gonna be happy with us, but we'll see.
So the horse says, well, if I knew he was the Emperor, I would have jumped higher.
Oh god. Oh my sides.
If I had told a joke like that back in the day, they'd have had me hanged.
Hey, Eden.
Just checking in. Glad to see you two are getting along.
Better than getting along. This fella's a laugh riot.
I don't know what we were so nervous about.
Thanks for twisting our arms, Eden.
No problem. Just remember, we're still in the middle of battle. Don't get too drunk.
No danger of that. We already killed the bottle.
You wouldn't happen to have another laying around, would you?
Sorry, fresh out.
Bah, damn shame. That's fine stuff.
You'll have to visit Lanetta after this. Oh, and I can introduce you to the brewery owner.
I might just do that.
Alrighty. Let's see. Any small chats I can do with anyone? Yeah, Dahlia. Someone's been a little chatty lately.
Look who it is.
Hi there.
Dahlia, are you doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'll live. No thanks to a certain someone. Is something bothering you? Bothering? No. Irritating? Maybe. Such as the mercenary. You're upset we're paying Emil more than you? I don't get upset, but I'm not pleased. It's not personal. Emil's got a whole company. They do things one assassin can't. They're certainly better at emptying your coin purse. Though I'll admit, that one has some skill. For a mercenary. Yeah, he does. I won't disagree with you on that. As much as it hurts my wallet.
Yes.
Did you learn what you needed to from that letter?
Uh-huh.
I did. And I figured out it was written by an old friend of his. You're joking. No, it's a good thing you mentioned it to me. Leonard thought the guy was dead. He's gonna go look for him after the war.
It's worth
Gods,
considering.
what a strange world. No matter how bleak things get, hope just keeps popping up. Alrighty. Well, that is the perfect end to this episode. Next time, we're going to chat. Until then.